The corner, the corner, the corner.
Hey, welcome. Come on into Cousin Ed's Corner. This podcast is where you'll find real, authentic conversation, organic conversation, unscripted, unfiltered conversation, like you're home with your cousin. It's all about life. It's about finance. It's about spirituality. It's about love and everything in between. I'm your host, Cousin Ed. I'm excited to bring you along on this journey. So sit back and listen in as we dive into a wide range of topics. I have some diverse guests coming on with an array of thoughts and opinions. My goal is to create a space all for us to connect and communicate. It's not really about me. It's about the community as a whole. Let's enjoy it. Let's sit back. Let's think about our past. Let's move into our future. It's about
The corner, the corner, the corner. So no matter how you cut it or slice it, we're all here together. I'm just here to give you a piece of my heart, my mind, my soul, and my mentals. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another episode of Cousin Ed's Corner. The corner, the corner, the corner. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. What's going on, fam? What's going on, fam? It's your boy, Cousin Ed. Yes, indeed. Cousin Ed's Corner back at you again. And it is a Motivational Monday here at Cousin Ed's Corner. Motivational Monday here at Cousin Ed's Corner. So hopefully you had a great weekend. This is actually a special Motivational Monday because we are celebrating Labor Day. We're celebrating Labor Day. I will go into a little bit of my labor stories in the show and how it has motivated me throughout my life, but also just want to salute each and every one of you for the jobs that you are doing, the jobs you have done, the jobs that you don't even know you're going to have that's coming up. Salute y'all for being part of this show, part of this movement, part of this community of Cousin Ed's Corner. Part of this community of Cousin Ed's Corner. Thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, thank you for following the show. If you look to the right, look to the left, look to the top, bottom, middle, wherever it is on your page, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe to the show as well. I love hearing from you. So 762-333-2032. That's 762-333-2032. I love hearing from you. Be sure to drop us a line over here at Cousin Ed's Corner. And if you want to leave us a voicemail, we'll play it on the show. So real quick, before I even go any further, I have to mention this. I want to, I've already dated the show and saying Labor Day, so I dated this show, but I want to thank all creators who have been a part of this show. Thank you for your works. Since it's about Labor Day, thank you for your works. I haven't always and will not always name each and every one of you or list you or do any of that, but I thank you. And don't charge it to the mind, not the heart. So I've had people who've been on the show several times. I have people on the show one time. I have people that I haven't worked with yet. I just want to thank y'all for making this show possible. So thank you for making the show possible. Thank you for all the work that you're doing in your craft. Continued blessings to each of you in your craft and what you're doing. So I wanted to say that it was something on my heart. Wanted to make sure I said that. Because a lot of times creators don't get the credit that they deserve or believe they deserve. And I wanted to make sure that Cousin Ed's Corner is trying to give out the credit when credit is due. So like I said, don't charge it to the head, not the heart. Charge it to the head, not the heart, because sometimes I may forget. All right. To the show, Labor Day. I want to first salute, thank, honor all of the people who have sacrificed for labor laws, helping workers get better working conditions, better salaries, equality throughout the work environment. All of those things that we, just like the civil rights movement or any movement, that we don't know there's people behind the movement that are working for the people at large. And maybe for their people, right? But it's for the people at large, because you may get a law passed for your people, but it may help other people. So big up to, I'm going to name some, once again, charge to the head, not the heart, right? I think about Cesar Chavez, right? Out in California, working for the immigrants coming across, working in the fields. I watched this movie and it was amazing how he fought for workers' rights in the fields, right? I think about Dr. King fighting for the sanitation workers for labor rights. I think about all of the unions that have fought for labor rights. And there's so many more people, right, that I can list. These are some people that just stood out to me over the years that have stood out to me, right? And I'm pretty sure there's thousands and millions and more of people who fight for workers' rights. So workers' laws and everything else. So we appreciate them for doing the jobs that they're doing, working for us. Any union steward, those who haven't been part of the union steward is the one fighting for you. Any union steward fighting for the rights of their workers. Any collective bargaining agreements. You think about the NBA, NFL, all of them they're all workers, right? Laborers. They have collective and bargaining agreements that there's somebody fighting for them, fighting for their rights and make sure they don't get taken advantage of. So all of the places that you go, McDonald's and places where people are fighting for a minimum wage to be increased, those are labor laws that's trying to be increased. For it starts at the bottom, the everyday worker, all the way up, like I said, the NBA and everybody else who are classified employees for an organization. So we thank all of those people for the work that they're doing on today, Labor Day, right? The work that they're putting in and giving us a time to be off for all the work we do each year. I personally want to go to overseas like Germany and Japan and places like that, where they give us a week off. The country gives us a week off. Country gives us 3 weeks off automatically, right? For the work that we're doing. So they know that we have a work-life balance, and the country makes it a law that basically we shut down for that amount of time. So I have family over in Denmark, and they basically have their country shut down for a certain amount of time where they have vacation. So I hope one day we get to that here, but I don't know. But for myself, I'll tell a quick story and I'm gonna get out of here. I'm not gonna stay long. My Labor Day started super early. I first worked for my parents, doing newspaper routes and selling ices and things to that matter, right? And I guess they were some kind of labor laws. I worked for my parents, going down the street delivering papers. That's no real thing to have a labor law about. But when I first got my first official job, I worked at a place called CORE, Congress of Racial Equality, and I was a runner, right? I would run to the store for the people that worked there, and I would go and get their newspapers, go get their lunch, go get their birthday cards for their friends and family, pick up cleaners, things from the cleaners for them. I was about between 10 and 13 years old. And I worked there for a couple of summers, moved into the position, kept dual position, to tell the truth, but I live right next door to the place. I think literally walk out my door and walk next door. I live right next door. So at night I would go over there and clean. So that was my first time being a janitor. I would clean at night, empty the garbage cans, clean the bathrooms, things like that. And it made me appreciate the $50 I was getting there a week. So that's basically $10 a day. It made me appreciate that money that I worked hard for. And it built that sense of pride in my work from then on out. I've worked in so many different jobs. I'm going to do a whole nother show about it. But I wanted to mention that one job, or because it was essential for me in my life to know how a paycheck, to know that the work I did, the work I put out was providing a paycheck. Now, many of us today may not work a traditional 9 to 5. and get a paycheck, but we know the hard work we're putting out and the labor that we want, the fruit of our labor that we want to come back. So on this Labor Day, I salute each and every one of you for your work that you're putting out and the fruit that you're getting back. So, like I said, it was a brief story about my first job. I'm gonna do a whole show. If y'all remember the In Living Color, when they had the Caribbean family and they had 7 jobs. How many jobs do you have? Right? I've had so many jobs throughout my years that I'm gonna try to list them on a show. I probably should write it down first, but I said I'm gonna write a book and write down some of the jobs I've had just over my lifetime. So, if y'all have any funny stories about jobs you've had, let's do that. If you have any interesting, funny stories or just things that you may want to share about your job and your careers, please send a voicemail in. I'm going to use this for a show that I'm going to create. Send a voicemail in. You could DM me on any social media platform with the voicemail, or the best way is to go to cousinedscorner.com. cousinedscorner.com. Across the top of the page, hit leave voicemail. Leave the voicemail there. I'm going to compile a show of some of the best jobs that we've had. I'm going to compile a show and do that. And I'll talk about some of my best and maybe some of my worst jobs I've had throughout the years. But knowing the sense of hard work that my parents instilled in me is something that I will never, ever give up. It made me who I am today, willing to work hard for anything that I'm doing as I'm working hard for each and every one of you. So I love you. Continue to be blessed. I will see you again on Wednesday. Have a great rest of your week. Salute to all my people out there doing the hard work, pulling the midnight hours, burning the midnight oil. Love y'all. Thank you for listening to Cousin Ed's Corner.